Let us join in celebration here. Let's join in the celebration. Instructions should be relatively straightforward. 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Interesting. I had one of these previously. There's another one on the way. This one has a drain, which should save the internal wiring from getting enmeshed with as much water as the last one. The bubble paper, I do put a lot of stuff into storage, as the move was only meant to be temporary, so it may be quite pivotal that I hold on to this. The box and everything. Well, the internal box, actually this box I probably could use for moving things. The box that got wet, that can certainly be moved. And tonight I might actually wash some of these dishes. It's a moment of celebration for sure. I might actually keep that wrap on top to keep because of the water, potential water damage and all that. So here it is. The other one I got was similar to this, where it opens up. So, and here's it looks like where the drain goes. The other one did not have a drain. Well, it did. I think it did, but I don't think it had the same kind of drain. I think it would just open up and it comes out. This one actually comes with a hose. Let's see, just open it up. It's almost exactly like the other one, probably by the same manufacturers, but the drain hose should help keep the internal electrical work from getting damaged as easily. That's what happened to the other two. It might have been the same brand, it might have been a different brand, but it looked like it was probably from the same manufacturers or similar idea. This one is a little bit bigger, actually, than the other one I had, I believe. Maybe not. That's just my memory. It looks like it has two different for washing clothes, or maybe that's to go on. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know what this is for. I think this goes on top for larger loads, perhaps. Let me see if that is indeed the case. Let me get in the light a little bit better. Let's see if this does, in fact, attach. I might have to go to the instructions for that, quite frankly. I don't want to damage anything. Looks like it probably comes through. Just like this for larger loads, which I'll be doing a lot of, so I might just want to keep them on there like that, honestly. And see, it attaches, so I want to attach that inside. I think this one is quite larger. I'm going to definitely read the instructions, I think. Oh, good, it does have stickies on the bottom. Keep it from moving all around, which can get water damage, help water damage get into the electrical work, which is potentially a very bad idea. The hose, I got to attach it afterwards, which could be a problem too, because when you open it, there's a window of time, unless there's some attachment for the hose, which I did not see. Yeah, you have to. The drain pipe could be a big problem, potentially. But is there any way of stopping the drainage pipe? It does look like there'll have to be a moment whereby the drain will be vulnerable with the drainage pipe, unless I can find a way to keep it held up, which is not impossible, but that does lead to possible water damage. It would be better if that little plug on the end here, it would be better if that was on the end of the drainage pipe as well. Looks like that is not, in fact, going to be the case. So we'll just do our best here, honestly. Because that would be a better, it would be preferable certainly on the drainage pipe itself. Although I could see if I could find something, even, we don't have kids, so there's no like Play-Doh or anything. Play-Doh would be fantastic in this particular case. It does look like the drainage pipe came off a little bit damaged on that, on the connector end, so that could lead to some issues, but this is fantastic overall. So let me just read through the instructions again. It's pretty straightforward, but just make sure I don't do anything potentially damaging. Press and hold the middle button. You press down to pull it out. Yep. We're going to install the cap, which is also good to prevent from water damage, obviously. Which perhaps I should have installed before opening. I can always close it again. So, pretty self-explanatory. Let me see if I can find. Oh, there it is. Where's my grabber? I'm going to grab the washing fluid. I'm going to throw, I think, some, for now, probably just some socks. Or here's a shirt. I prefer to do the socks separately, so I use my grabber to get the shirt. Here's another sock. I think for like the shirts and stuff, I'll just do one at a time. So, there are 3 socks. They're inside out, so let me put them inside in. One of these is actually hand-me-down. Here's the diabetic socks, which are comfortable. I think they look pretty nice, and they look comfortable. They feel comfortable. They don't seem to have too many issues with washing. They're very beneficial. That one's already inside in. Okay. So 2 pairs. I'm going to put a little bit. These might have to be washed twice because they're kind of dirty. At least the one is. Put some. So I might do 2 or 3 washes. And since the diabetic sock seems to do well with hot water, I think I'll use. Well, I think I'll just. No, yeah, I'll use hot water. It's kind of. Generally, I'd say these socks are better with cold water or lukewarm water, and with a regular washing machine, I probably would just do that, and probably just do 2 or 3 washes, and with other clothes, but until that can really be resolved, and no time soon for sure, we'll just do it this way. I wonder if I can utilize this. I wonder if aerodynamics and hydraulics will work in my favor if I try it this way. I don't think there's enough pressure, yeah. Definitely not enough pressure. Okay, so I'll put that attempt to the side. I do have an old water filter jug that might carry more water with it. Ouch. I'm going to switch between these 2 while I'm filling her up. Yeah, this one is substantially bigger, so I can probably fit like shirts in there. Even if the bin itself isn't as helpful, even if I had to take that out, just the act of the water being spinned at the bottom by that little gripper on the bottom should be preferable to washing them over and over again by hand, and it should actually allow for some of the filth to get out. And of course I'll have a wash. If I wash these 2 times or 3 times with soap, I will have at least 1 or 2 washes to try to, like 1 wash maybe with just regular water, maybe not, but definitely 1 wash to try to dry them out, and probably keep the the drain plugged in during that period. Because water will be coming out, and let it drain out, and just see how much is actually drained out in the process. Does it say how much to fill it? I don't want this one to break like the other ones. Please do not put more than 60 degrees of hot water directly into it. I'm going to put some cold water in there. How hot is it? I don't think it's hot. That might have been what damaged the other ones. Maybe I'm going to put some cold water in there. Cool it off. So maybe we'll just do lukewarm water. It gives directions as to how high. That's number 4. Number 5 is where. It doesn't give direction as to how high to go. I don't think. Probably about basket level, which we're close to. I'm glad I read that warning too. It feels more lukewarm now. But I think from now on we'll just probably use cold water and then maybe put a little bit of warm water at the end just to ensure everything is safe and good. It's definitely lukewarm now. It should be fine. Okay. Just so you guys can get a better view. Ouch. Let me show you exactly where we are. So there's the socks, there's the soap. Water. Here is this. Let me wipe my hand off so they're not, even a little bit of water could be damaging. And pull this off. And then we'll proceed. Okay. I've had 2 similar mechanisms to this one. Where is the, it's on the side, good. To plug it in a way. Now this is cool. You can kind of see it from here. Ouch. Let me give you a good visual of that. And then look at that. Let me turn the light off. Isn't that so cool? It's pretty neat, isn't it? Watch your eyes. We're going to close this. Might be as tight as it goes. And then let's try 10 minutes. Oh, can I switch it to, or is it permanently? There we go. We have to click it multiple times. The little stickies on the bottom, keeping it attached. Very nice. Probably do a run with less water. Let me prepare that now, actually. This rag might be going in next too. More socks. There's the other rag. We can put those in next. I might go do a couple more Uber Eats deliveries. In fact, I might actually leave this for the most part. Now, One thing I will say is that someone I live with, they hate washing machines with a passion. And I'm not saying this to try to belittle the person or to say that they're evil or anything. It's just basically a point of fact. So I'm going to have to hide this once I'm done with it. Hopefully find a way to safely keep it. I don't hate the person I'm thinking of or anything. And I don't want you to hate them either. It's just that they do not like wash machine. I don't know why. And it's not my job to know why. It's my job to take care with them throughout my life, as they have done so often within our relationship with myself. So at the end of the day, their reasoning is not entirely my concern, if at all. My concern is individuals and our covenants. And I don't lie, and I think it's important to note this reality because the person hates washing machines for whatever reason, or reasons, even if it's relative. It's pivotal to the circumstances and to explaining why I do what I do. Not to condemn this person, not to say they're being gross or anything, just pointing out that's why I'm going to have to hide this thing. Will it remain hidden forever? Probably not. But it is important to note why I will be not keeping it out in the open. And I think that's fair to note that. This is cool. When there's less water, there might be more splash. So and there's already some on the hood, so it's good to keep that for the most part. Because otherwise I would just let things wash while I'm like out in my day and stuff. But like I said, the person, they don't like it. No wash. Get some trash prepared. I can't really, this trash can is just too low, so I can't bend over and pick it up. But I can take stuff out of the trash can, put it in smaller bags, and take that out with me, for sure. Garbage, but I'm not going to take that out quite yet because I'm not 100%. This definitely is. I might pick the other bag up and look at it later, but obviously the more immediate is the giant trash can. Actually, when we finish this run, Yeah, like one or two of the socks was really dirty, but I think one or two of them were relatively clean. You know, it might have just been regular wear, regular sweat kind of thing, and not anything substantial in terms of like dirt and filth. So I might still dry the two. Well, actually no, because they're all together, and it would be easier to have them all dry together. So yeah, I might just run them all through. If I got to run the other two instead of taking, because I have to take them out, man, and all that water potential damage, blah blah blah. Kind of want to wash the dishes while I'm doing this, but then I don't want to get this thing wet at all. If that was indeed part of what hurt the last one. I think it should be getting close to being done. It's really sloshing in there. Oh, that camera is not. Oh, there we go. Like, why is it not focusing? It's still not focusing. Why? Is there like some water on the screen or something? I don't quite get it. Now it's focusing. I might have to go find. Done? It might be. I think it might be done. Yep. So. This phone is not going to stand very well. It's all being plugged in and without having my positioner there. So I'm going to drain it. I don't know how much you're going to see of it, but I got to be very careful with this portion. Of course, they're still going to be a little bit soapy, so a quick 3 minutes might be good. This one still has a little bit of dirt in it. I can see if the next wash gets a little bit of it out. The rinse, rather. we might just do a quick 3-minute wash. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. I might see if there's some tape, actually, because, okay, I gotta let you guys go. I don't have a holder for the phone at the moment available to me, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go for a minute, okay?